Hello everyone, this is Sankrita Gaonkar and I am assistant professor in Chogule College, Margao. So this program is for BSc first years and the subject is botany. Semester 1, course code is BOC 101. Course title is Biodiversity 1, which includes microbes, algae, fungi and bryophytes. The title of the unit is Unit 3, Fungi, and the module name is Range of Thallus Organization in Fungi. So this is the outline of my presentation. That is definition of thallus, types of thallus, types of mycelia, modifications of hyphae. At the end of this presentation, the students will be able to differentiate the types of fungal thallus and they'll know the functions of different hyphal forms. So let us discuss about the thallus. So thallus is basically the body of any organism. So in this case, it is body of the fungus. So the thallus is basically the vegetative phase of the fungus and it consists of tubular filaments called hyphae. The singular form of it is hypha. So here you can see I have shown in the diagram also. So each filament is the hyphae, okay, hypha, and the mass of this hyphae together forms the mycelium, and the plural of mycelium is mycelia. So mycelium is basically the mass of hyphae. Here I have given in the diagram. There are two types of thallus which are formed in the fungi. That is unicellular thallus and filamentous thallus. So unicellular thallus is basically which are found in the species of chytrids. So here the thallus is spherical and single celled, which becomes the reproductive unit. Okay, so they perform the function of both asexual as well as sexual cells during the reproduction phase. And the whole cell which acts as a reproductive unit is called as holocarpic form of fungi. Some of the fungal genus like Plasmodiophora, during their vegetative phase, they are naked, multinucleate and they form amoeboid mass of protoplasm which is called as plasmodium. And these plasmodium cleaves to form the resting spores. Coming to the filamentous thallus, so these originate through germination of spores, okay, like I have shown you in my earlier slide also. So the filaments protrudes from after the germination of spores, and the spore on germination produces hypha, okay, and later on they forms fluffy thallus of long filaments which is called as hyphae, which is a singular of hypha. At maturity, some of hyphae extend into air and form the reproductive bodies, okay, and the other part of the thallus spread on the substratum. And these type of fungi are called as eucarpic forms of fungi. The vegetative body formed collectively by hyphae is called mycelium. It is the mass of hyphae. Here I have shown you in the diagram. So this is the unicellular thallus like that of yeast and all, and this is the filamentous thallus. Okay, so these are the filaments, and there are several types of mycelia or mycelium. There are two types of this mycelia, that is aseptate mycelium and septate mycelium. So in case of septate mycelium, they lack internal partitions. The mycelium lack internal partitions. So in here you can see in this diagram, there are no septations or there is no wall formation, right? So they form a multinucleate aseptate mycelium which is called as cenocytic mycelium. Okay, so cenocytic is basically the aseptate multinucleate mycelium. The septate mycelium, in case of septate mycelium, they develop internal partitions like here you can see. So these are the partitions which separates the mycelium into different segments. Okay, so these segments can be uninucleate or multinucleate. So this mycelium, they undergo several modifications, and some of the they perform different functions. The modifications perform different functions, and some of the modifications I have listed down here. And the first one is plectenchyma, which is basically the false tissue of hyphal aggregation. And there is the plectenchyma is further divided into two classes, that is prosenchyma and pseudoparenchyma. So prosenchyma is basically the loosely woven tissue of hyphae. Okay, I will show you the diagram also. So the pseudoparenchyma is the compact mass of interwoven or intertwined hyphae formed during the fructification, that is while forming the fruiting bodies. Then the second type of modification of mycelium or the hyphae is rhizomorph. So these are root-like aggregation of somatic hyphae. Okay, somatic hyphae meaning vegetative hyphae. Then the third type is clerotium. The clerotia is the plural form of clerotium, and it is basically the compact globose or elongated structure formed by the hyphal aggregation. So here I have shown you the diagrams. So this is the prosenchyma forming the elongated structures, and this is pseudoparenchyma forming, it is formed by the aggregation of hyphae, and they develop these spherical cells. Then the third type is clerotium, and this is the root-like rhizomorph. The fourth type of modification is stromata, or it is called as stroma. So in this the fungal tissue forming reproductive structure. So this is the fungal tissue which forms the reproductive structure is called as stromata. Then there is something called as pseudoclerosium. Okay, and these are the clerotia-like bodies formed at the base of the fruiting bodies. Okay. Then the sixth modification is apricorium. The plural form of it is apricoria, and these are the swollen structures of germ tube. The spore, after germination, it produces the hypha or the germ tube, and it attaches, the apricorium helps in attachment to the host. Okay, it is the bulbous structure which is formed by the hyphae. Then last one is the haustorium. So these are intracellular absorbing structures which are formed inside the host. So these are sclerotia, and this is the apricorium. Here you can see this is the apricorium, the bulbous structure, and these are these invaginations which are entering into the host cells are called as haustoria. Coming to the summary of the presentation. So thalloid fungal body of fungi is unicellular or multicellular. These are the two types of thallus, and it consists of tubular hyphae and mass of hyphae, that is mycelium. In some fungi, a part of or the whole mycelium undergoes modification to perform several functions, okay, several somatic as well as reproductive functions. So these are some of the book references. This is the web link which I have referred to. Thank you.